Всем привет! Сегодня продолжим Хитмана. Отдыхаем дальше от резидентов, зомби и прочей инфицированной нечисти. Убиваем обычных людей. Играем в Хитмана. Поехали.
She came home.
Carlyle's lost an empire. You fall hard enough, you tend to be reminded of what truly matters. So, the end of the line. You ready for this?
Are you? Who will you be without a score to settle?
I guess the world's most wanted fugitive will have to do.
Alexa Carlyle is dead. According to the funeral invitation, that is. So naturally, it caused quite a stir when the late matriarch turned up at the breakfast table, alive and kicking. Carlyle, wisely sensing that her number is up, has emerged from exile to tie up loose ends and secure the Carlyle legacy.
Интересная бабка.
She may be a monster, but you have to admire her due diligence. Carlyle descends from an ancient line of warrior aristocrats. Her great-grandfather made a killing in the Second Opium War and established an empire in shipping, railroads, and newspaper publishing. While largely unknown to the public, the family still asserts its quiet dominance over global transport and logistics, media, and technology. Most senior of the partners, Alexa Carlyle, is cold as ice, tough as nails, and sharp as a razor. Incidentally, it was her late father who first brought the three families together after the end of World War II at this very house, meaning that this gentleman is the birthplace of Providence.
It
Не зря
began
мы сюда
here,
пришли.
and it ends here. Talk about poetic.
One more thing. According to our intel, Carlyle keeps a case file on the Constant, information that may be helpful in his recapture, so don't leave the estate without it.
Right. Happy hunting, 47. See you on the other side.
Понятно. Надо убить бабку и добыть какие-то сведения. Ну-ка. Так и сделаем. Ой. Такс. Ок. Ок. А, тут еще можно какую-то сложность поставить. Ой, профессионал я поставил, да? А, ну ладно, пускай будет профессионал. Какая разница?
Thornbridge Manor. The Carlyle family's home for countless generations. The Revenant Alexa Carlyle and her three adult children, younger brother Zachary, grandson, and daughter-in-law, are all gathered to conduct Carlyle's sham funeral. Curiously, Carlyle summoned a famous London PI soon after arriving this morning, but his purpose at Thornbridge is yet unclear. Now, the target knows that you're coming, and her guard detail is top-notch. So Mr. Gray will secure their nearby field HQ and intercept all calls going in and out of the estate. Any appeal for backup is going to fall on very deaf ears. Good luck, gentlemen.
Зловеще, зловеще. Короче, сыщик там должен какой-то прийти, я понял. Нам надо этого сыщика шлепнуть. Наверное, отсюда не попадешь.
Phineas Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlyle. Please wait.
Mr. Whitmer is here to see Madame Carlyle. You can go right in.
Вот и
That
сыщик.
is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47.
was that? Killer. What?
Ему так монетки эти интересны. Блядство. Не пошло. Так, как бы его убить-то так, чтобы никто не заметил?
Thornbridge Manor. The car.
This is a private area, sir.
Phineas Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with
Private
Madam
investigator.
Carlyle. Please wait.
Mr. Whitman, Madam Carlyle. Go right.
Так вот, если вот сюда куда-нибудь засунуть. Ой, засунуть. Закинуть. Господи. Прямо вот сюда. Так, ждем.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madam Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47. A famous private investigator summoned by Alexa Carlyle has arrived at Thornbridge Manor.
Так, а вот и я иду. Частный детектив. Здравствуйте, здравствуйте.
Mr. Whitmer, thank
Ну,
God
мистер
you're
Уитмар,
here.
конечно.
Can I take you to Madame Carlyle?
Yes, please.
If you
Пожалуйста,
follow
да.
me. I know I oughtn't say anything, but I'm so relieved you're here. Everything's just so strange. Preparing for Madame's funeral, and then she turns up alive. But then the awful business with her brother Zachary, and all this security.
Hey,
I've never seen the
how are
place
you?
guarded like this, and I dare say I don't like it at all. This is what I mean. You have to be patted down before you see Madame Carlyle inside. Oh, I could just cry.
Hello, sir. Excuse me, if you're coming through, I have to frisk you. Only take a minute, okay?
Так, говорит, нельзя меня осмотреть. Ну, типа все выкинуть или что? Попробуем. Оп, просто зашел. Оп. Камера, ладно. Удавка не надо. Пистолет, пожалуй, тоже не надо. Монета и камера. Ладно. Предположим. Теперь, надеюсь, меня можно осмотреть? О, отломить рог единорога.
How are you today, sir? I just need to do a quick routine check if you want to get through.
Ну, конечно, давай.
Just a quick pat down, sir. Nothing to worry about. Green light. Go ahead, sir.
Найс.
Mr. Whitmer, thank you for coming on such short notice. A great tragedy has fallen upon us, and I need a quick resolution. handled with absolute discretion.
Results and discretion are my speciality.
Very well. I suppose you will want to start at the crime scene.
In my experience, a thorough examination of a potential crime scene is half the job done.
Good. Fernsby will take over from here.
I am Mr. Fernsby, the butler. Madam Carlyle has asked me to assist you in any way possible.
Ну, здравствуй,
Mr.
дворецкий.
Whitmer, I understand that you've traveled from London. Would you care for some refreshments? Or do you prefer to go straight to Mr. Zachary's sleeping quarters?
I prefer to get started.
As you wish. If you'll follow me, sir.
Ну что,
I
ты
feel
идешь, нет?
obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madam Carlyle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madam's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with them if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation. I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madam Carlyle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Последствия
Before you
как бы, он типа
inspect the
угрожает, мне,
crime
что ли?
scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madam Carlyle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room.
Ну, конечно.
However, Madam Carlyle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room, to my right.
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this.
Ну что ж, посмотримся.
A
Так,
hidden door.
секундочку. О, ну пускай так будет. Оба, тянем, потянем.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside.
Угу. Окей, можно подсмотреть, надо запомнить.
A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor.
Угу.
You've likely not exhausted the room for clues, 47.
Да, я просто хотел посмотреть, куда выводит комнату. Что-то докопалось до меня сразу. 47, 47.
Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47.
Угу. Очень интересно. На ноут чуть-чуть взглянем.
Zachary was shopping for new Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal.
Ну да. Так-то да.
Zachary's suicide note. Also,
Ужасные ошибки прошлого и их последствия неотступно преследуют меня. Только Алекса держала меня на плаву. Без нее я не выживу. Прощайте. Ноутбук, потайная комната, план этажа поместья. Найден улик 5 из 6. Ага.
it could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Так, а ну-ка, подожди-ка. Я нашел 5 из 6 улик. Я хочу найти 6 из 6 улик. Но я пока тут ничего такого не вижу больше.
Sir?
Я думаю, его можно будет что-то спросить. Он так, сэр, и все. Ну ок. Так. Вот, найдено улик 5 из 6. Нет, давайте мы еще найдем улики. Точнее, одну оставшуюся. Блин, странно, даже ничего не светится. Так, шкаф нам не надо, точно? Это прям стопроцентная информация. А куда? Куда? О. Все, да? Угу. Прикольно. Ну, при вот этим смертельным ядом это вообще не прикольно. С помощью удавки. Капец, конечно, можно всего наделать. Ладно. Пойдем искать дворецкого.
Hello there, sir.
Здорово. Hello there. Ну что ж, господин дворецкий.
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died.
Ну
And
что ж,
before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi.
что ж.
I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me when you do.
This is very useful information, 47.
Так, Эмма Карлайл, жена Грегори, невестка мадам Карлайл. Окей. Патрик, сын Эммы и Грегори. Мистер Фернсби. Альфред.
So how does one solve a murder mystery, 47? Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe. May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps you prefer searching the manor for clues first?
Охренеть поместье, конечно.
That's where it is. What is? My lost button. The one you couldn't find at the graveyard. Wouldn't it be a good idea for you to go and look for it? Now?
A good idea. Yeah.
Patrick Carlyle. Can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
I'm fine. It's all
It's
part
that
of the job.
sneaky butler, isn't it? He ratted me out. Elaine, give us some privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow death by boredom.
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexei used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him, then suddenly he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. So, is that it?
Did you see anything suspicious last night?
No. I reckon Zachary tops himself. I know I would have.
Детектив.
Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby.
Опрашиваем всех.
I don't like him. He could have done it.
A good idea. Yes.
Так, ладно. Походу с этим мы наболтали. Так, Патрик допрошен. И тут допрошен. Утверждает, что был вместе с Рози, работницей поместья. Так. А где тетка-то? Была еще какая-то Эмма или как-то. Нахрена мне газета? Чушь какая. Вот бильярдный шар, nice тема.
So you dropped something.
Ладно, пойдем погуляем. По поместью посмотрим, что где есть. О, здравствуйте, мадам.
Rebecca Carla, can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 8:45. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9. Did I just... Excuse me? I think you've dropped something.
Подожди. Я еще не все спросил. Как ее спросить-то?
I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is that everything, Mr. Whitman?
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much.
Так, осталась Эмма Карлайл. Ребекка, младшая дочь Алекса Карлайл. Есть основания подозревать ее в убийстве Захари. Ребекка утверждает, что прошлым вечером Патрик, это да, пропал сразу после ужина, возможно, у него какие-то проблемы. Эдвард с Грегори немного выпили в поместье, после чего отправились в местный бар. Эмма вела себя как-то странно. Но Ребекка не знает, что она делала в тот вечер. Сама же Ребекка утверждает, что в момент смерти Закари у нее была телеконференция, поэтому она сидела у себя в спальне с ноутбуком. Также Ребекка вспомнила, что Закари в тот день был более разговорчив, чем обычно. Спрашиваю ее о связях в издательском бизнесе по просьбе какого-то друга. Окей.
Phil, did you find out if the vote was notarized? But how the hell did that happen? No, we all signed it. I gave it to him in person. He says he got it notarized the very same day. Right, listen. You go to their office and ask for Cheryl. She's the best they've got. Tell her you want to see the records. Don't take no for an answer. And call me as soon as you've got them. Thanks. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Так, а еще можно с ней поговорить, да? Да, нет? Нет, да. Нет. Можно только усмирить. Он любитель всех усмирять. Так, ладно.
Fitzpatrick token to Madame Carlisle's daughter.
Rebecca? Yes. She's insistent, that one.
Так, а
She
ты
gets
что за
asking
хер?
all kinds of questions. Stay away from me, sir. You could get hurt.
Ничего себе ты. Смело, смело. Ладно. Предположим. Так, ладно, это все security. Нам нужен не security, нам нужны домочадцы. Так, ты чё за хер? Грегори Карлайл, здравствуйте.
Gregory Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Давай,
You're
давай.
wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective?
Ну, конечно.
Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Anything else you want to pry from my intricate intellect?
Вообще, да.
Tell me about Zachary.
Рассказывай
Zach.
дальше.
Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle, but who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger ball. He's better off dead. Is that all?
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know,
Hello.
she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
Окей. О, здравствуйте.
Emma Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock.
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. But how do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended.
Что как-то ни у кого алиби нет
She
нормального, да?
supported
Так
his
понимаю?
self-limiting
Типа я
behavior
там
by
вроде
letting
как
him
куда-то
live
уехал.
here. Is that all?
Я был
Have you
в комнате
noticed anything
один.
else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe she was dead.
Интересная история, да.
Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
Что ж, мы всех опросили. Эмма, жена Грегори и невестка мадам Карлайл. Есть основания подозревать ее в убийстве Закари Карлайла. Она утверждает, что ушла спать с приступом жуткой мигрени, когда Эдвард с Грегори решили пропустить по стаканчику около 20:00. По словам Эммы, она всегда считала Закари несколько странным из-за его невероятной одержимости растениями. Она утверждает, что мадам Карлайл наверняка отчасти виновата в самоубийстве Закари, поскольку именно она потворствовала его образу жизни. Наконец, Эмма утверждает, что ничего необычного она в последнее время не замечала, если не считать того, что Закари явно страдал от депрессии. Окей. Что ж, пойдем смотреть комнаты. Такс. Опа. Жетоны нам нужны банковские. Так, ладно, комната Закари. Закари. Ага. Комната Эмма и Грегори. Находится на среднем этаже поместья напротив кладбища. Ну, пойдем. Так, а вопрос, на каком я этаже вообще? Можно считать, что я на первом этаже? Да, ладно. Манатки тут чьи-то стоят. Что там написано? Staff room. Окей. Сабля нет. Сабля мне, в принципе, не нужна.
That is the door to Mr. Fernsby's office.
Угу.
Gentleman. He gave me his coat and all.
Rosie, you need to forget about Patrick.
А вот и
No good's
Рози.
gonna come of it. Stick to your...
I think you are coming on a little too strong, mister.
How are things coming along inside?
Rosie, tell me what you did last night.
I'm in trouble, aren't I? I spent the evening with Patrick. We met after dinner and I went home at 1 in the morning. He said he needed someone real to talk to. When he looks at you, it makes you feel like the center of the universe. Like a real princess.
But now he just ignores her.
Well, he's under a lot of pressure.
He's an idiot. That's what he is. Rosie...
Can I help you? You're kind of inside my
41
personal
guests
space.
will attend the funeral tomorrow. There's still a lot to see to.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Any strangers outside the house?
Странно, кажется, тут
No,
психи
no,
ведут
we
себя.
saw no one
Ну ладно.
outside. Except Patrick's mother, Emma. We were sitting on the bench behind the greenhouse talking when she came out and we had to hide. You won't tell her about me and Patrick, will you? She'd insist Madame Carlyle fire me. I'm sure of it.
Too right she will. She's always going on about how things will change.
О, а вот этого чувака усатого я еще не видел. Так, значит, этот отпадает. Они были вместе в этот
Once
момент.
she's in charge of Thornbridge Manor. Rosie, you need to forget about Patrick. No good's gonna come of it. Stick to your own kind.
You mean like Chris? He treated me like shit. All he wanted to do was play his stupid video games, never any romance. I deserve romance. Hello there.
Так, ладно, с ней все понятно.
Did all the groceries arrive? I heard some of the delivery people were unhappy with the security at the gate.
Кое-что полезное она нам
Well,
рассказала.
She never misses a step. Gossiping and work above.
I'm getting a headache from all the decisions. I mean, pram or stroller.
Так, теперь надо того усатого найти. Пойдем с усатым разговаривать. Так, тут пацанчик ходит.
Mr. Guttenberg, hello. Yeah, listen. No, listen. I understand, but you need to talk to Anthony.
Попробуй найди ее.
Down. Yes, I understand.
Туалет, тут, наверное, улица. Шкаф. Вон там какой-то чувак от него. Нет, это охранник, да? Тигра убили, падла. Да, это security.
You look tanned.
И там тоже.
I bet Mother spent the last week at her Cyprus estate. Am I right?
I'm not at liberty to say, ma'am.
Oh, come on. I need to know what you're
Так, тут этот сидит. Это...
Yeah, hey, bro.
Hey, bro. Во, это усатый, не? Или это охранник? О, сады.
Professor Edward Carlyle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'll never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. If that's all?
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death.
Очки с камерой вообще не смущают никого.
But
Прикольно.
he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk. Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, Mother, and the staff, all the company he had. Anything else I can do?
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning? Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy? And Mother will surely have strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe. Excuse me.
Угу. Значит, этот нет. И этот нет. И этот нет. Остается это и этот. Так, алиби подтверждено, алиби подтверждено, алиби подтверждено. Что ж, остается теперь в комнату
Yes,
посмотреть.
hi Cassie, it's me again, Edward. I know I'm not supposed to leave you messages, and this is the last time I promise. I don't know how to handle this whole situation. I don't think I can really.
Ну, пойдем дальше. Теперь надо как-то наверх подняться. И обыскать комнаты.
Sir.
Hello.
Oh, stop pacing, for God's sake, Emma.
But why don't we get any kind of explanation? It's bloody rude, that's what it is. Making us come here to play funeral and then show up like nothing's the least bit strange.
Oh, don't get your knickers all twisted.
I'm telling you, she's not fit to be in charge anymore.
Так, подслушаем, подслушаем.
Something's off. Pruitt got word his motion was rejected. We all signed the bloody thing 4 days ago.
Oh, dear God, not this again.
So I got hold of the officer. He says it was finalized, but then how can it be withdrawn?
Just wait a few days. I'm sure it'll sort itself out.
That door leads to Emma and Gregory's room.
Угу. Как же туда попасть?
I bet he's stringing all the girls along like that anyway.
Такой беспалевный он, конечно. Блин, не залезть туда, что ли? Да ладно, мне надо в комнату попасть. Опачки.
A keychain pendant for the greenhouse. What's that doing in Emma and Gregory's room, I wonder? And why is the key missing?
Такс. Что-то у нас еще есть.
Now this is interesting, 47. A letter from Emma's mother stating that Emma is the illegitimate child of Alexa's late older brother, Montgomery. And listen to this. She claims to have witnessed Alexa and Zachary murder him. The plot thickens.
Интересно. Письмо от матери Эммы найдено в комнате, где снилась Эмма. Из письма следует, что отцом Эммы был покойный Монтгомери Карлайл, старший брат Алекса и Закари. Ага. Мать Эммы утверждает, что именно Алекс и Закари убили Монтгомери. Очевидно, они не подозревали, что мать Эммы уже ждала от Монтгомери дочь. Окей. Что-то тут еще есть такое интересное? Нож для писем не нужен. Еще мы тут что-то найдем, нет? Да нет, походу больше ничего нет. Такс. Так, это осмотрели, это осмотрели. Вот. А, кстати, найден улик 204. А ну подожди-ка, подожди-ка. Давай с камеры что-нибудь поснимаем. Вискарик там, нет? Например. Во, туфли. Туфли и следы, найденные в комнате Эммы Грегори. Так, еще попробуй, блин, дойти до всего этого. Там туфли, хуюфли. Ладно, 3 из 4. Давай 4 попробуем найти. Хотелось бы уж все улики разведать. Может, какие-то есть? Ножик мне не нужен. Мне нужна улика. Вопрос, где найти улику? Что это вообще может быть? Ой. Не, что-то типа вообще непонятно. А, да ладно, типа вот это было. Сейчас. Во. Все. Все нашел.
I should get back to. Right.
Такс. Комната Ребекки. На среднем этаже поместья напротив парковки. Идем искать.
I received the vote token for the Milton Fitzpatrick London Bank.
Mm-hmm.
Did I understand correctly? I should give it to Rebecca in case of...
Exactly. She holds the other one. I want her to have the file on Arthur Edwards if I die.
Такс. Такс. Напротив парковки. Куда внесем? Опять?
That is the door to Rebecca's room.
Угу. Так, идем в комнату Ребекки. Зачем нам мимо окна проходить? Блять. Во. Что ж, дратуйте. Опачки. Лэптопович.
I can see from the log that Rebecca was in a conference call from 9 p.m. to midnight last night.
Ага, значит, она невиновна, да? Опа. Еще одна потайная комната.
He intercepted the arrangements our office worked years to put in place.
That's why Don Yates should be here. He made the arrangements. He should bloody well be the one to clean up.
Интересно. Прямо к ней ведет. Такс, кто еще у нас там есть? Подозреваемые. Остались только двое. Эмма и Дворецкий. Ну, мне кажется, Дворецкий, что? Все как обычно. Донцова написала. Так, кабинет Дворецкого. Оранжерея. Ага. А, все, значит, надо на втором этаже раз, на втором этаже два, на втором этаже три. Теперь нам надо на первый этаж. Пойдем искать комнату Дворецкого. Блин, вот эта миссия, конечно, очень прикольная. Прям в Шерлока играешь. Не помню, где там была комната Дворецкого-то. Вот же она.
On top of everything, Rosie thinks she's in love with young Patrick. I mean, that's a breaking heart happening if I ever saw one.
Life can be tough sometimes.
And that detective asked to come here. Madame Carlyle must believe Zachary was murdered. Why else ask him to snoop around?
How are things coming along inside? Is everything ready for tomorrow?
I can't deal with the stuff just now. I know I have to. I'm gonna be a dad.
Через склад же обувь. Не пойму. Здесь же я был уже. Вот. Комната Дворецкого. Да ну, чушь какая-то. Оранжерея. Ну, пойдем туда оранжерею поищем. Ну, я не знаю, как туда попасть просто. Так, а что там еще? Смотрел. Не знаю, как попасть. Оранжерея. А, ну и все. Да вон она.
Sad news, I'm afraid. We don't have any extra fuses. Ethel looked everywhere.
Ugh, you've got to be kidding me. No power, no portrait.
So, Madame Carlyle wants a picture taken. If you were to assist...
Понятно. Можно сделать так, чтобы... Ну, я помню, да, чтобы током бахнуло. Так, вот она, оранжерея. И туда не попасть.
I don't believe for a second Zachary committed suicide. We'd only just run through his plan for the spring seedlings yesterday.
Yes, sure. But he was upset believing his sister was dead.
I'd say worried about how things will be happening. Gregory and Emma taking over. I said that let him say that everything's sure, everything's
Блин.
now we'll never know.
Так, а что у меня за ключ? Снаряжение. Так. Ага. Мгм. Что-то непонятно, как мне попасть в комнату у дворецкому и как мне попасть сюда.
It feels like I can't breathe in there. The tension is off the charts.
Yeah, Frank is busting our balls out here too.
Seriously, step into this century. It's not safe at all. If this was back home, it would be a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Да блин. Это все не то. Может, не отвер каким-то образом может помочь.
Hey, you! You dropped something.
Пока непонятно, ладно. Продолжим искать.
It takes a damn fine man to replace no man at all. So you've got your work cut out for you if you did, right?
Может быть, попробовать заскочить еще выше? В самом низу я сейчас.
Did you talk to Mother? She just clams up when I try to get an explanation.
Я что-то все бегал. Так, карта. Фойе, библиотека, комната с трофеями, гостиная. Область не открыта. Какая из них не открыта? Все открыто. Ты. Я думал, там лом.
Mary is so upset. And she's never seen a dead body before.
Poor thing.
Alexa back from the dead, a make-believe funeral, a murder mystery. Oh, it's all too much.
Yeah, we'll all need a vacation when this is over.
Я нашел лом. Йо-хо-хо. Значит, можно взламывать комнату. Опа, дневник Закари.
Zachary's diary. This is big. He was about to confess to the world that he and Alexa murdered their older brother Montgomery 46 years ago. And apparently, Mr. Fernsby helped make the murder look like an accident. And 47, the handwriting doesn't match the suicide letter in his room, proving he didn't write it himself. Mr. Fernsby clearly didn't commit the murder, but I think you have enough evidence to convince Madame Carlyle he did. Maybe you should tell him you are ready to present your findings. Unless, of course, you want to do some more detecting, 47?
Такс. Там много всего узнали, давай-ка мы посмотрим. 3 из 3 нашел. Обожженный дневник Закари. Обожженный дневник Закари Карлайла, найденный в камине кабинета мистера Фернсби. В дневнике написано, что Закари и Алекса сговорились убить своего старшего брата Монгомери, а мистер Фернсби помог им обставить это как несчастный случай. Закари так и не смог перебороть чувство вины, и после известия о смерти Алексы собрался публично признаться в содеянном. Угу. Список мистера Фернсби. Перечислены разные приготовления к фальшивым похоронам, также упомянута сегодняшняя фотосессия. Почерк в списке отличается от почерка в предсмертной записке. Во, кстати, может быть, это и не он. Угу. Ну, то есть, как бы, пока что непонятно, что не похоже, что это он был. Поэтому мы продолжим расследование. Капец здесь слуг. Просто полный дом их. Пойдем попробуем попасть в оранжерею.
Someone like Zachary.
I understand why you're
Опа.
Broken lab equipment. It looks like it was recently used, though.
Опа.
Now Zachary won't get to see the rhododendron Virginian blossom. They were his favorite.
I know, Oliver, I know.
Пока что-то непонятно, где вторая улика. Опа. Какой-то ключ нашел. Ладно. О.
This is a table showing lethal dosages for the poison used to kill Zachary.
Something is circled, 47. Female, age 65 to 79, 60 to 64 kilograms. I'd say Madame Carlyle is next in line for a poisoning. You have uncovered enough evidence to tell Madame Carlyle that Emma is the murderer. Quite the detective, 47. I'm impressed.
Oh, yeah.
I suggest you go tell Mr. Fernsby. Unless you think there are more secrets to uncover.
Да что еще можно открыть? Ладно, давай посмотрим. Такс. Бутылка виски. Оранжерея. Разная. Ключ от катера. Ну, это ладно. Во! Универсальный ключ. То есть можно пойти и вообще все пооткрывать к херам.
Listen all day. He pours emotion into that instrument.
Quite the poem.
Ну, даже не знаю. Ну ладно, пойдем еще маленечко глянем. Такс. Во, на третий этаж пойдем. Там вот я еще не был.
I don't know who you think you are, sir, but I'm not letting you pass.
А, да ладно. Грустненько.
That American lawyer in the small office, did you check his travel documents? I did, sir. It's all checked out.
Так, наверх нельзя почему-то. Сюда можно?
Yeah, keep it real.
А, это комната этого Закари. Понял. А, это что такое было? Интересно. Ух ты, здесь я уже был.
How are you today, sir?
Да, все отлично.
I have a friend who's... You should come and stay at my place in London. Yeah, come on, give you some tips.
I'm quite happy here, thanks.
Maybe
we should get back
to... Yeah, I should let you go.
Yeah.
Болтают они тут, значит, друг с другом.
Who am I kidding? He's probably not.
What is it, Burnsby?
Mr. Edward is not coping too well with the situation.
Ну ладно, пойдем.
He is a useless wimp. If it's not one thing, it's an...
I'm ready to present my conclusion to Madame Carlyle.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
О, а вот мы сейчас на 3-й этаж попадем.
Hello, sir.
This is Madame Carlyle's office. Please step inside.
Your detective skills have gained you access to the Lion's Den, 47. Now, go claim your reward.
Looking good, man. Looking good.
So, Mr. Whitmer, you've reached a conclusion. Take a seat. Please, go ahead.
Your niece, Emma Carlyle, murdered your brother Zachary.
My niece? Emma is not my niece. She's my daughter-in-law.
And your niece. Emma is the illegitimate child of your late older brother Montgomery, who you and Zachary killed 46 years ago.
That's preposterous.
You asked me to find out what happened to Zachary. Would you rather not know?
No. No, go on.
I found a letter from Emma's mother, Jane, who was the fiancée of your older brother at the time of his death. She witnessed how you and Zachary pushed him off the balcony. She believed you did it to steal the Carlyle empire from her and her unborn child. And she raised Emma to reclaim what she lost. Marry your heir, Gregory, get revenge, and secure the Carlyle empire for her bloodline generations to come.
Emma is the daughter of Montgomery and that local girl, Jane.
She is.
Well, the girl got it wrong. I didn't steal anything. I did what was necessary to protect the future of the Carlyles. Montgomery wasn't cut out to take over from father. All heart and no balls.
Emma used the funeral gathering to speed up her installment as the lady of the house, seizing the opportunity to stage Zachary's suicide. She did her homework, used a poison made from one of Zachary's rare plants, found old floor plans from Thornbridge Manor to gain access to his room through a secret passage.
That scheming bitch.
More than you think. I found proof that she will try to poison you next.
Well, I'll have to take care of that. Thank you, Mr. Whitmer. You have not disappointed. I promised you I would reward you generously if you solved the case. So, what do you suggest?
I want the file you have on Arthur Edwards.
Edwards, the constant. But how do you... Oh, I see. I expected you might show up. But to kill me, not help me. But I've been wrong on so many things lately, so why not this one? I will give you the file on Edwards. You've earned it.
Опа, ничего себе, как я его заслужил, прикольно.
I don't suppose I could convince you to deal with my daughter-in-law now you're here. I would like to see her dead.
Опа.
No? What a shame. I'll have to see to it some other way then.
А чё, я бы её бахнул.
file you want is in the safe. God,
sir.
I hope you get...
Good work, 47. That's the file on Arthur Edwards secured. Time to take care of Madame Carlyle.
The file you want is in the safe.
Да все, забрал же.
God, I hope you get Edwards and make him...
Eh? Pick that up. You can't just drop something like that. Please remain seated, Mr. Whitman.
Такс. Теперь вопрос. Как ее шлепнуть?
How are you?
Can't forget his eyes. So rosy. Looks like Zachary. I've never seen a dead body before.
Do you think it was a suicide?
I don't know. Madame Carlyle certainly doesn't think so. Why else would she not?
Интересно, можно в горничную переодеться? Было бы весело. Так, ладно, как теперь ее убить? Вопрос. И баллон есть. Гардеробчик есть. А. Что там за письмо? Такс. 2 жетона. Правильно? Ребекке и Дворецкому. Так, ну ладно, пойдем, разберемся.
For centuries, the Carlyles have fought to prosper, all of us alone. If we could only unite across time, we could crush them all.
Что, нельзя спрыгнуть, что ли? Опа.
Gotta dig this place. Ancestral graveyard, trophy room, and the office safe is hidden behind a portrait with a secret mechanism for uncovering it. It's got real soul.
First time here?
Yep.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Так, ну, сейф есть, как бы.
A safe in Madame Carlyle's office. I bet that's where she keeps the file on Arthur Edwards.
Мы ведь их уже забрали, поэтому какая разница? Так, ладно. Пойдем фотографом становиться. Такс, такс. Как отсюда свалить? Осторожненько, аккуратненько. Такс. Съехали. Оп-оп-оп-оп-оп-оп. Ну,
Can't you just relax for a minute?
And that solicitor upstairs. Why do you think he's here?
I think solicitors are Mother's favorite kind of people. Can't remember ever having a family event without one tucked away in a room somewhere. Due diligence always...
такс. Вниз, 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 вниз. Надо вниз. Пойдем маскироваться под фотограф. Так, ну вот он тут ходит. Security. Не так просто еще под него замаскироваться.
You really get to know someone when you work in their home, right?
Well, I guess so. I never thought about it that way.
I'm thinking of... I'd really appreciate it if you left.
I'm
Попал
thinking
ты.
about Rebecca. I'd really like to show her my work. I just need a good in. What would you say if you wanted to get her attention?
Oh, I don't know her that well. She doesn't live here, and when she's here, she's always really busy. Always on the phone, or reading papers, or emails.
Так, чувачок куда-то пошел.
People, Alpha Move.
Упс, увидели.
What? What was
I don't like your face.
Hey, stop! If you don't stop, there'll be trouble. Mister, hey, I'm serious. You're not fooling me.
Какая-то ерунда. Такс, ну давай. Маршрут его просто непонятен.
manually plugged-in fuses? Do they even exist anymore? How old is this shit?
Talk about messed up multitasking. And who's carrying the load? I'll tell you who. Us.
Make sure the edges are sharp.
Why are you doing?
What the hell are you doing? Leave the poor drunk.
Блин, как под фотографа-то тебе размаскироваться? Во, вот здесь его можно спрятать, правильно? Это вообще бестолково, я ничего не видит.
Step into this century. It's not safe at all. Just that home would be a lot waiting to happen.
Угу. Думайте наперед. Окей, окей.
Such a bunch of old junk. Must be 100 years old at least. I don't know how the Brits can stand it. Hey! Back off a bit, would you?
Whoa. Hey, you! Please stop throwing stuff around, okay? Let's be mature. What? Hello? Is anyone there? Who made that sound?
Такс. Надо с тобой разобраться, братишка. Слушай, неплохо. Что я все бегал за ним. Ту-ду-ду-ду-ду.
Excuse me? Got some strange noises here. Looking into it. Over.
Такой, конечно, беспалевный, вообще.
Oh, sounds like the power's back up. Why
Конечно.
don't we take a picture to test it?
Ну давай.
It worked.
I wonder if he does
I'm ready for the
headshots.
shoot.
Perfect. I'll call the family down now then.
Excellent, 47. Madame Carlyle is on her way down for the family photo shoot. Let's see if any memorable moments will play out in front of the camera.
Пошли все эти бестолочи сюда. Вся
Down
семейка.
by the fountain.
Опа.
Hi, good afternoon. Edward, you can't let Mother get to you like this.
You've always been immune to her. How do you do it?
I'm the youngest. Guess I just flew under the radar when it came to her attention.
I don't think so.
It's just in front of the
She
fountain.
really respects you.
If you just stopped craving her approval. You're nearly 50, Edward.
I know. I'm such a loser.
Такая у них тут прям драма.
But you're not.
Прям как эти
You're a
достать ножи.
professor, you're
Маленько
artistic,
похоже.
you've got your music. I mean,
Во,
that's
вот,
really
вот и
something.
тетка наша идет.
It's not exactly expanding the Carlyle Empire, though. But thanks. That does help a little.
Right ahead, please.
Я так подозреваю, она сядет на стул.
I expect you to be efficient. I have a lot to see to today.
I'll do my best.
Listen, everyone. I understand that you have a lot of questions. Please be patient for a little longer. I will address you in the sitting room afterwards. Right, get in position. Let's get this over with. There's a puddle of water here. Oh, never mind. Let's just get this done, shall we?
Chin up, Edward. No one wants to look at that long face.
You're such an idiot, Gregory.
I'm fine, really.
There, Command?
Mission complete. Well done, 47.
Ну все, валим отсюда. Подожди, не так просто все.
On top of everything, Rosie thinks she's in love with young Patrick. I mean, that's a breaking heart happening if I ever saw one.
Life can be tough sometimes.
And that detective after something.
I heard Mary fainted when she heard Madame Carlyle was still alive. And she didn't even see it herself.
47. They're everywhere. Go, get out! It's the Constantine. Shit!
О, ничего себе. Все, пока. Разобрались.
Bronze Trophy. Hitman 3.
Почему 3 звездочки? И так все красиво сделал. Так, ну что ж, всем спасибо за просмотр. Ставим лайкосы, подписываемся и увидимся в следующей миссии. Пока.
Don't respond, just listen.